probably going to hear about this from some, hey, people on Xbox. You're probably going to hear about this from somebody else sometime soon. But as it stands, Lil Wayne, the rapper, it seems is in the hospital right now. And it doesn't sound like he's going to make it. It says he had another seizure. And now he's currently in a induced coma. Because, he was shaking so uncontrollably from the seizure that I don't think they could think of anything else to do. He's breathing through tubes, and it's really messed up. Normally I wouldn't react on, somebody's, potential death, but this one kind of hits home because I have people in my family with addictions. Some of you guys may have found me through one of those videos, and this is the reason why addictions and things like that scare me, because, yeah, it's really fun, I'm sure, but you start to lose yourself. I remember at one point, I think it was in a documentary or in an interview, somebody said to Lil Wayne, like, hey man, you should probably slow down on the syrup, you slow down on all the drugs. And he goes, I know that makes sense, and I know I probably should, but the withdrawals are so bad that I may as well just go ahead and do this and keep having fun. And, I guess he lived that out, potentially, because it sounds like at this point, he's probably not going to make it. And again, it's really messed up because you've seen people lose their lives to this same stuff before. Pimp C, and I forget the other guy's name, but they lost their lives to the syrup. They lost their lives to the drugs. They lost their lives to pretty much stupidity, and it's really sad. Lil Wayne, I've watched him grow up over the years. I watched him become a mediocre rapper, then a really good rapper, then an awful rapper. And I don't think it's any coincidence that he became really awful the heavier and heavier he got into the drugs, the harder the drugs became. And it's really scary to me, again, because addictions run in my family, and I have family members that I used to love, dearly, that I can no longer look in the eyes because they became someone else they weren't when they were on these drugs. And now I'm watching other, rappers come up and talk about, yeah, we doing all this, we selling that crack song. It's like, shut the F up. You're profiting off of somebody else's pain, somebody else's addiction, someone else's problem. And it's not cool. It's fun sometimes to sing along with the songs, but they can be talking about anything, to be honest. But when you really think about the gravity of the situation and, what this stuff does to people, there are going to be all these people mourning if he dies. All these people are going to be like, oh my God, Lil Wayne died. I'm so sad. And there are going to be all these people saying he was one of the greatest rappers alive and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, he was a drug addict. At the end of the day, he lost because he lost the battle with his problem. And no one around him, or at least the people around him, didn't seem to really care enough to say, hey man, you should probably go on rehab. Hey man, you should probably chill out. I'm sure people said that to him millions of times, but I'm sure those same people either smoked up with him, did the perp with him, and everything else, because it's in the songs, all those rappers get together and do this stuff. And, I'm not necessarily, super sad over his death. I'm not saying that I'm being disrespectful, but it's more of a point where, he kind of did to himself. And, again, with my family member, I'm not going to say who because I don't want to embarrass anybody, but people in my family who have addictions, I got to a point where I was going to be hurt if they died, but I kind of couldn't really feel that much sympathy for them because they were doing it to themselves every single day. Some of them are still doing it. And I got to a point now where I'm just like, you know what? Do what you do. I still love you. I still care about you. But I'm not going to concern myself if this is the way you're going to take yourself out. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. The Lil Wayne thing just drugged up some stuff for me that's very personal. Some of you guys know about it because I made a video about it, and I hit that video, and you can still kind of find the video if you look around the channel. But that's neither here nor there. Just want to talk about it a little bit because I felt like it was worth bringing up. As for why I'm not wearing a shirt, my clothes are in the dryer, and I'm in my room alone. Who cares? All right. Later, guys.